Hey guys, so this is for Patreon. First, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being on Patreon. I really have always loved the idea, even in past lives, of an artist having a patron, somebody that supports them. Like, I like your art. I know that you spend a lot of time not at work, like, 9 to 5 jobs. And of course, this is also time traveling, it's like patrons back in the day, they lived on their art. They had to, because they had to spend the time on their art. Because you can't do art without the time. And without the time, you see where I'm getting. So, of course, artists appreciate the support. 111. So, 11th house. For real, 11th house is the VIP room. I've been putting all of my Patreon content on for free. Well, except the resources. If you're a paid member, then really we can talk about, like, what kind of resources are you going to Costa Rica. Most of the resources right now are in Costa Rica and up and down the East Coast. But I wanted to make a video to kind of explain what being a patron of Center of Mystic Arts even is. Because I don't expect the membership to be just for this content, and I'm working on being able to sell the Solar Party Paradigm cards through Patreon. And merchandise would be cool too. I know. It's a thing. Even as a tattooist with primitive body art, I had t-shirts with the logo. So I'm going to dive into that again. But the point is, what does it mean, and what are you giving money to at this point when you switch from just a free patron to a paid Patreon member on the tiers? And the first thing I wanted to say was, it supports a family right now that does include me, but also 2 horses and a child, Sophia. And it really does help, with all the stuff. And I also share my space in Costa Rica, and I share my resources, and I share a lot of magic. And Costa Rica, I know it's becoming a big touristy place, and that's because there's a reason, 333, why it's so attractive right now. But because it's so attractive right now, we also kind of have to protect it. I've been doing a lot of work with the South Node and the sacral chakra of the planet, and I'm a tantrika. I practice Tantra, which means that I have a very intimate relationship with the planet as a part, an extension of my body. So that really is my art, is doing ceremony and dance and giving the energy to the macrocosm through the Solar Party Paradigm. These are the Solar Party Paradigm cards that I spent. It took me maybe 3 years in the jungle. No, close to 5. So 4. Oh, Lord. So it took me about 4 years from the initial studying for these cards to the download to the, creating, getting them printed and having enough to sell on my website, centerofmysticarts.com. I did want to keep this kind of short, but it's for Patreon, so I'm not gonna, I feel rushed since I've been doing so much content on my TikTok and YouTube, and Instagram has started. I've been putting a little bit more on Instagram. I'm helping people reconnect with the macrocosm through the cards, getting to know the planets intimately, getting to know their own placements, your own placements intimately. I've been working very close, getting to know my Virgo Venus. My Venus, the beauty queen, is in Virgo. And Virgo is the virgin. I mean, the youngest at the party. She's pure and innocent and carrying a basket full of wheat or fruit or vegetables or whatever. Gardening tools. The tools! It's a heavy backpack to carry the tools. But it's a good thing that the South Node is in Virgo right now. The back porch, our ancestors. I'm also connecting people with their ancestors, with spirits. So, as a Patreon of Center of Mystic Arts, that's what you're supporting. Magic that is reconnecting the human consciousness with the outer body, the solar system. You know, the energy that is revolving around the sun, the center. And the center of mystic arts is always within you. Always. It's always you. The main character, the sun, the ego, the sun, the courage, the sun, the pride. I mean, your consciousness is yours alone. So don't let anybody else tell you how to do it. And that is not what Center of Mystic Arts is about. It's about teaching and studying the code to be able to read the code, and then all of us read it differently and be able to say, hey, what did you read? Oh my God. What did you read? What was your dream? What signs are coming to you? Do they match my signs? Are they like my signs or not? I mean, I don't know, but it's fun to talk about that kind of stuff, you know, when you're not trying to dominate the other. This is what the sign says, and this is what the sign means. No, it's what does it mean to you? And are you interested in what it means to me? You know, because I got some stuff. I got some things written down. I've got some books. I have past life memories. I've plugged in, or have I plugged out? That one's tricky. Because it does feel, everybody talks about getting out of the matrix. It does feel like you're plugging into something else, right? You pull the plug of that one, and you have to stick that plug somewhere. That's what he says. That's I want to put more personal content on the Patreon account. Because it is the portal that, I mean, of course, there's always Venmo. We can send money anyway. Like, I mean, even Instagram has a subscription now. You can subscribe in any of the portals now, you know. But I like Patreon because of the name. It's true. And I like the overall idea of the platform. It has a good feeling to it, and I like the tiers. And anyway, so that is what you have to look forward to. My plan is to put all the content on for free, and then, at any point, if you decide that you want to, become a member, you can look at the tiers. Now, some of the top tiers have, we can be on the phone together. We can do a FaceTime occasionally on some of the top tiers. And there's tattoo discounts. I'm a tattoo artist that works exclusively with pretty much just friends and friends of friends. Word of mouth through, just doing astrology and magic and intimate tattoos. I mean, anyway. So generally, I just tattoo good friends. 1111 1111 1111. The code, ones and zeros. I want to do card readings. I really like doing manuscripts of a mystic here on Patreon. But at that one, I do kind of want to also post it on YouTube. So what I'll probably do is just post it on Patreon first. So you get first dibs on the information, I guess. I don't know. And then post it to YouTube. But I've been focusing more on my shorts on YouTube. They're doing much better with Nexus clips, So anyway, with everything in green, I am pretty sure that this portal will also go up. And I look forward to seeing you there. I look forward to seeing more comments. I look forward to connecting with more humans through the device, because a lot of us that are hypersensitive, that are very, very sensitive, it's very hard for us to share close space with each other, like in the same room. So it is true that these devices are very useful to those who have very strong messages that don't necessarily want to go into the middle of town and stand on a rock and preach to the town folk. We typically find a hidden cave somewhere, bury the treasure, and sail far, far, far away as esoteric pirates, they might say. So, until next time, stay tuned and check out all the other portals that you can support Center of Mystic Arts. And now the center is always in you. Have a beautiful day. I always say that, and I'm like, it might not be day for them. Until next time. Ciao.